Today in the grain market, soybeans were higher and the trend remains up with the July contract chasing that 1575 mark, and November is knocking on the door of 1384. China is still on holiday for the next couple of days, but buyers seem to be jumping in at every break in the market. There has just been, so much information out there. Of course, we're just right at planting season, but I think some of the option open interest is interesting to kind of take a look at. So in the beans, right now in July, there is actually, it goes up to $19. There's 2,000 open interest in the $19 calls. That just kind of lets you know the expectation that there's going to be more volatility coming up. Now, $16 calls, where we're right, very close here in the July contract, it's 9,000. $17 calls, 8,800, and there's like 13,000 in between. So the volume just continues to grow and grow. November is one of the interesting things with $18 open interest. Is 3,500, $18 calls, 3,500 open interest, $15 calls right now at 27,000 open interest. This is on the November contract, and we're sitting around in the $13.80 area. So $4 away from that $18 number. And it's kind of interesting. One more fun fact about soybeans: in the August 22-20 calls, we have 1,000 open interest. So the expansion of options is very great. Now, corn is churning up. That strong demand and tighter supplies just has corn the leader in the grain market right now. And December is really the focus. The option volatility on December is 35 plus percentage. And the open interest in the options is growing in leaps and bounds. With July contract over $7, May $7.50, even the December contract is almost to that $6 mark. We really want to look at where that open interest is. The $7 calls right now are 32,000 open interest, and between the $6 and the $7, there's 50,000 open interest in between that, and this is on just December alone. December $10 calls has 5,000 open interest, $8 calls 9,000. That just tells you the expectation that there's going to be a lot more volatility going forward. Now, a little bit closer in with the July, we have $8 calls have about 10,000 open interest, up to $9 calls still have 3,400, and we're still sitting around that $7 mark. That just tells you how expansive the market is, and it still remains kind of the leader at this point right now. Now with the wheat did surge today. It's kind of clawing back on Monday's losses. I think the futures are holding comfortably above that $7 mark, but not yet ready to surpass $8. But there is a sizable range today, about 30 cents. But it's relatively consolidative, maybe for over the past couple of weeks. So we're going to watch that closely. Now, the interesting thing with options on wheat is that July $7 right now is 5,000 open interest. The $8 is 2,500 open interest, but in between has 23,000. I think that's something to say. All the way up to $12. There's actually a 50 lot open interest in $12 calls. I just find those little facts kind of interesting, just to show you exactly what we're looking at. Now, right now we've got the high. One of the higher ones also is July. The 860 calls has 4,000 open interest, but the biggest fun fact I think for wheat is in December. So the December contract has an $18 call, 280 open interest on that, and 10,000, and on the $10 call, 4,000 open interest. Those kind of things just kind of let you know as the market starts to expand. Now the CME has that CVOL index also. The beans have been pretty steady right around that 20% or in the mid 20% range for volatility, but corn and wheat has really traded places as the leader, and they're above and below that 40% range, which is historically very, very high, and it's just indicative of the volatility. that little, I think that kind of just tells us that the market is moving. We haven't really seen these kind of volatility numbers since July of 2012. So that CVOL product, that CVOL index product, is something really worth watching going forward. And that happens to be free on the CME website. So that's something to look at right now. But I think that the May 12th, the regular, regarding the old crop demand is going to be what's really going to be important. And right now, there is even analysts talking about soybeans getting to $20, corn at $12, wheat at $15. And of course, looking at the option open interest, it almost seems like why not? But it's certainly something to watch for, and we've got a long road ahead.